You're about to go south of the blue line with Jenn and Kenneth. Here we go.
Welcome back to South of the Blue Line. I'm Jenn.
Kenneth, mercifully, the 2016-2017 season has come to an end. So let's just...
Thank you, hockey gods. First game of the last 2 weeks was the start of a road trip. We fly out to the Jersey and we win in OT.
Right, about time.
2-1. First period, New Jersey. Second period, nobody. By the way, at this point, New Jersey has gotten rid of Vernon Fiddler and sent him to Nashville.
Right,
So, I mean, there wasn't really much to watch in that game.
Right.
It was kind of disappointing. So, third period comes around. We've been losing this entire game. Atlas Hemsky
on the power play.
ties the game up. We battle.
Get to overtime.
And Mr. Tyler Sagan. Now, the other thing that happened while we were on this long week road trip was we found out that we were officially booted from the playoffs.
Right.
For the first time ever. Jamie versus
Jordie.
Jordie. Get our butts whooped. The only goal, first period, unassisted. Curtis McKenzie. Montreal got 4 to the Boz. Hit up TD Garden. Lost 2-0. That's pretty much all there is to say about that one. Carolina game 1 of 2 in a back-to-back.
Right.
Where we won 3-0. Mr. Kari Lettinen, 36 shutouts. Congratulations, sir. Nobody in the first period. Second period, Spetzel. Guess who assisted him? Remy Ellie and Greg Patterin. Third period, just to, rub it in because Spetz already gets game-winning goal credit.
Right.
John Klingberg, unassisted into an empty net.
I don't understand the strategery behind this, but Carolina decided to keep that net
empty. Devin Shore, another empty netter. Unassisted. But this Tampa score, though, 6-3, really. First period, Tampa. Second period, Dallas Stars. 2 goals to take the lead and Tampa to tie it up. The 2 goals were Jamel Smith, who loves to score in the second period more than anyone else. Spetzel, third period. Tampa Bay Lightning decide to go on a scoring spree. Because apparently being tied 2-2 was just not okay with them. Apparently Oprah was at the game. The one Dallas Stars goal of the third period, Brett Ritchie.
End of the road trip, come back home for the final 3 of the year.
Against Arizona. Goligoski and Connaughton were both there for that one.
Right.
Nashville. Mr. Fitz unfortunately sat due to some kind of injury.
Right.
Which disappointed one of our favorite Dallas Stars diehards. Sorry, Chloe.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you got to see him and spend some time with him. That's awesome.
Close it out against the
worst team in the NHL.
When you thought we had a bad year, just remember somebody out there is the Avalanche fan.
Start with the Arizona game, which was one of my personal favorites. I'm so glad I went. First period, unassisted. Brett Ritchie. Second goal of the first period. Wait, I want you to guess who you think it was. Which rookie do you think got his goal?
I know it. I was like, it was first career goal.
Not career, though. First of the season, because he scored one last season.
Oh. Wasn't it Honka? I can't remember.
Jason Dickinson.
Dickinson, okay.
Jason Dickinson gets his first of the season.
Honka, close enough.
Totally. There's some similar letters in there. Second period, nada. No tacos for us that night. Well, of course, Mr. Duclair decides to tie everything up.
And it's just...
Shoots it into OT, where Mr. I like to call him Serial Killer Eyes.
Right.
Or some people call him Honka Tonk.
Right.
Julius Honka gets us 2 points, gets Arizona a point.
His first career
NHL goal. We play Nashville.
Well, kind of. We were in uniform.
I mean, there were people on the ice.
Through the first 3 shots are goals. You just knew right away it was going to be
a butt whooping. First period.
Right.
Nashville. And Nashville. If I had been there, I feel like that 1 minute left in the period would have been another thank God moment.
I said that. I was
Attaboy. I was not there. I have to coach baseball on Thursday.
Second goal went in. I'm looking down at the ice. I'm looking down at Yemi, and Yemi is literally looking at the bench, just waiting for the signal to get taken off.
Second period, Nashville. Guess who likes to score in the second period and get us tacos when he can? Spezza. Nashville 5.
Dallas 1.
One of our personal favorite Czech boys, who's a bit of a young gun, but a little awesome at it.
Right.
Radek Faksa, making it 5-2. Oh, and guess who decided to net a second one of the season? Jason Dickinson. So now it's 5-3, and we're like, oh my gosh.
There's hope.
There's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. We have one more period, 20 more minutes of hockey. We can do something. Yossi gets a power play goal at the end of the second.
Right.
Making it 6-3, and we're like, yeah, you can come back from 6-3.
What?
You can come back from 6-3.
Right.
And then the third period happens, and the only person to score is somebody from Nashville.
They get credit for the goal, but Klingberg scored it with his skate, and Kari, in frustration, slammed his stick against the goalpost, and
It exploded, didn't it?
yeah, and I can honestly say for the second time only in my entire life, and I left. Fast forward to Saturday night,
Where we played the Colorado Avalanche with the most ridiculous game-ending nonsense ever. Did you get to go?
I did not.
Okay, I'll handle that portion then. First period, one of our favorite young guns, Devon Shore. Second period, El Capitan gets number 26 on the season, which is one of his lowest scoring seasons. What kind of a goal was it?
Taco.
And a power play.
So,
Everybody loves it when taco goal is a power play goal.
right.
Somebody from the Avalanche scores. Third period, and then somebody from the Avalanche scores, and then somebody from Colorado scores again. And now Colorado is leading. Good old Tyler Seguin being good old Tyler Seguin. Notches a third one, ties it up. Here's where it got crazy AF. So we play about half of the 5 minutes, probably 2.5 minutes of the 5 minutes of OT, and Klingberg rips one into the net, and they call it a goal, and the sirens go off. We're like, yeah! We're like losing our minds. We're on the glass banging, like so excited, because Klingberg actually scored a game-winning goal for us. And we're like,
Plays under review.
seriously? Seriously, rep? Well, apparently, I'm going to borrow your hand for a second. Stick one finger out. Okay, thanks. Here's the blue line. One of our boys was toe dragging like this, and it literally was like foot puck. So for the first time in my entire life of watching NHL hockey, ever, have I seen a team leave the ice and actually come back. The Buffalo game, when they called the play under review that won the game, Buffalo Sabres went to the locker room, and I was like, oh my gosh, if they call this a goal, they're going to have to come back on the ice.
Right.
Well, unfortunately for Mr. Klingberg and his epic game-winning goal, got thrown down the trash. And it sent us, after another 2.5 minutes of hard-fought OT.
Go to the shootout, and
Okay, here we go.
so
First shooter for Colorado was Matt Duchene. Oh, Kari made a 6 save. Tyler Seguin, goal. So Nathan McKinnon, thank God Kari is a freaking ninja.
Yeah.
Another save. We're up 1-0 on them. El Capitan drives to the net and gets saved. I said this last time, they did a shootout. I do not like Jamie in the fourth shooter, second stars shooter position. This one mattered like the absolute most, because if he scored, we would have had to continue. Jessica's going to kill me because I'm probably going to say it wrong. It's Ranatin? I think it's Ratanen.
I think
Sorry.
so.
I apologize for butchering your name, sir. It is, I believe it's Ratanen. Kari saves it, and I mean, the place went nuts.
Yeah.
With the season wrapped and the boys having cleaned out lockers, the organization decided to do something.
Yes, as we all know by now, 2 changes have happened. One, Mr. Lindy Rupp is no longer the head coach of the Dallas Stars.
Bye, Lindy. Sorry, bud. You just didn't produce the way they expected you
as
to.
A head scratcher for me, the Dallas Stars are bringing back one Mr. Ken Hitchcock.
Today, they've had a press conference already. So we'll be able to dive into reasoning in another episode. And we will.
Got 2 orders of business.
First, seriously, bro.
Yes, and the final COC bro is going to be co-shared by
Antoniemi and
Mr. John Klingberg.
Seriously, bro?
Season didn't go the way we want, but hey, stay tuned for our next episode because we got a special surprise coming to you for the final time in the 2016 NHL season. You've just gone
south of the blue line.
Yeah.
Well, being fan appreciation night, season ticket holder appreciation night, all the season ticket holders who picked jersey off my back as their gift. Guess who happens to be standing in front of us to give his jersey away? Cody Eakin.
Oh, yes.
And so now you get to enjoy this lovely photo of Cody and I, photographic evidence that we are probably related. I mean, he even gave me like a thumbs up, like he thought the sign was funny. And he goes, yeah, we could be. We do look alike. We were separated in ginger birth.